Hey there, fellow geeks and dads. Are you ready to embark on an epic journey where fatherhood meets fandom? We're thrilled to bring you to the Nerd Daddies podcast, your ultimate destination for all things nerdy and parenting. Hey there, guys, and welcome to another episode of Nerd Daddies. So, what's going on, guys? What's new with y'all?
I guess this past week, really, I actually had to work on Saturday for the first time in this at least this engineer role that I'm in now.
Right.
I mean, I've had to do it in past roles, but this is the first time in this one. It's been years, so that was interesting.
Yeah.
Supposed to be about a 4-hour migration that turned into like 10.
Oof.
So that was great. Kind of just sucked all the fun out of the weekend. So especially being on a Saturday, that just kind of sucks. So
Yeah, that's awful.
yeah.
I feel your pain.
But hey, we got it mostly done. We at least got it to where the company's not down when they come in to work tomorrow. So, and we can do more work and not have to have them completely shut down for us to do it. So that's cool though. Progress, I'll take it. And then something else new that I know, me and Alex and our wives first tried out today or this week. Devour. It's like a horror hunt type game kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not good at explaining that, but
It kind of reminds me of like the old Slenderman games where you're just running and there's a couple locations you got to find things. It's kind of like that, but it's 4-player. It's got a revive mechanic, and like it's really creepy the first couple times you play it, and then it's just a really stressful objective based experience, and it's
so true.
it's pretty great for what it is. It was only $3.99 on the Steam store when we bought it. Right now, it's only $4.99. So it's not like you're really like burning money or anything. Logan and I didn't really save that much, but it's pretty enjoyable. My friends and I bought it, and we all played it too. So
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a pickup, of course.
yeah, and it's pretty cool because they've got like 5 different maps, and then they're all different big evil bad guys kind of things. It's all based off of cults, and you're like a member of the cult, and then the 5th member that you're in that map with does the ritual and becomes possessed by the ghost. But it's done really well, and all the environments are really different. Like there's the first house you play in is the farmhouse, and it's just a woman that's like possessed by the devil. And then we played one that was in a Western style town where the big bad ended up having a gun too. So it was
that was
chaotic.
Crazy. I don't know, that one was really fun though. I thought
if it would stop one-shotting me, it'd be fucking great.
That was good. But of course, Steam sale's always great. I bought quite a few games, like always.
Oh, they can be addicting. I try to stay away unless there's a game on my wish list.
Oh, I know. It's hard not to, it seems. So
finding something you want, like
yeah.
something that it's like, this is like $3. I liked this game. Sure, fuck it.
And then the next thing you know, you're buying all the games in the same genre or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Or series.
And then, of course, this past week we also had the Prime Day sales or whatever. And then, of course,
Logan, I was going to say something about that.
And then Walmart has to step it up and start a day early. And then Target has to also one-up Walmart and Amazon and start a day earlier than both of them combined, which Target never has shit unless you want some, I don't know, nice decorative stuff for your house. Or
sometimes I have decent like board games on sale.
I can see
that is true. Yeah, that is true. They usually have pretty good stock of board games. So, But for anything else, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't necessarily go to Target for.
I don't really fuck with Target unless it's decorative or board games. Specifically
Yeah.
board games. Don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I got some new things. Another camera for the house to go outside. So that's
I
about
don't know.
it. A knife. Nothing special. Bought more things. Well, the wife bought more things for the kids. So I mean that's obvious. So
I don't know. Is it just me or is like Prime Day? I feel like year after year, it just like keeps getting not worse, but not as good good as sales.
See, I'm bad at online shopping, so it's never been like whoa for me. Every Prime Day, I go through the entire like list of things, and I'm like, I don't really want anything. Like this year, my wife bought me a pair of shoes, and that was cool. But like, I went through it first, didn't even hit my radar, and then she goes through it. She's like, "Oh, these are only $30." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I guess fuck it."
yeah. I mean the only thing like oh no, I did get some new Crocs. Oh yeah. I support the
I
Crocs.
also
And
got
I
Crocs.
don't
Still
care.
rocking the Crocs.
Crocs are the best. Walmart had them for $22.
Oh
You
damn it!
cannot get them cheaper than that, man. Usually those things are $54.
Yeah,
So $22 for Crocs. Yes, I'm gonna buy more.
I mean, that's not bad.
I thought
yeah.
about buying some of the Dude Dad's his shoes. I thought about buying some of his because they were like 40 something percent off. Regularly they're like $60. I think they had them for like 42 or something like that. But then I was like, meh, I'll just stick with the Crocs.
Yeah, my wife got me a pair of the Crocs sneakers, and I've never tried anything other than like the foam bullshit shoes. So like, I'm interested to see if they make shoes that are good other than those.
Yeah, of course they are. They're
I'm sure
comfortable
they
as
do.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple of pairs.
Have y'all ever looked up the origins of Crocs, like how they got
No.
started?
No, actually, I'm not.
You never have? That's actually from the movie Idiocracy.
Really?
Yeah,
I'll have
they
to look
made.
that up.
I don't know if y'all ever watched the movie. Like, it's a classic, but it was what this is like the depiction of. I think I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched it. But it was like a depiction of people in the future and like how dependent they get on technology and how stupid they become the more dependent they get on it. And they needed a shoe that they thought looked very stupid, and they came up with like that's what they came up with was the Crocs.
That's funny. I could see that.
Not saying Crocs are stupid. I get why people wear them. I don't wear them, but
Yeah, I just added a picture. Like I looked up Idiocracy and Crocs, and that's an image of the guy on the right is wearing Crocs,
yeah,
which
Very
look
nice.
perfect too. It's not like it was a little different. No, it looks exactly like a Croc.
Oh, yeah, I would agree. It's pretty dead on.
so I like how they that's what they wanted, and then it just like took off from that. Like
Now
Crocs,
everybody wears the damn things.
yeah.
Puts fucking giblets in them or whatever the.
Have y'all ever seen those Yeezy foam shoes or whatever? They look. I don't know. They just look really stupid.
Yeah, those things
I
are
just
fucking
I don't
ridiculous.
I don't understand what they were thinking and how they think that's some kind of cool looking design. I just don't get it.
I think it's cool, except for the point of it's so spacey.
Well, for one, it's from the mind of Kanye West, so
Yeah, it's fair. He did put out his last album. Didn't he make like an MP3 player that you had to buy to listen to it?
Did he really? I didn't hear
I
that
think
part.
so.
Oh, that's hilarious.
that's believable.
That really is. I would never waste a dime on any of his shoes. They just don't look comfortable or appealing to me. So, but I have no fashion sense either, so I don't know. But those things are ugly.
Yeah, real quick. I just looked it up. So Kanye West, when he released his latest album titled Donda 2, he asked everybody you could only listen to it through his specific stem player, which was $200.
Holy shit.
And you can't listen to other music with it, just that album.
Oh wow.
If I wanted
It's probably micro USB charging too.
be
None of
better
the
off.
good stuff.
Be better off
None of
buying a MP3 player from Kmart.
That's fair. You can just you can still download all of his fucking music or pay for Spotify and just listen to it. His newest
Can you-
shit's really not good anyway.
Can you even go to Kmart anymore? Like, do they even have any of them left?
I don't know if there's one. Like, I know there's like one Blockbuster left in the whole country. I don't even know if there's any Kmart's left.
Yeah.
Didn't they like merge with Sears, and then now Sears is like defunct?
Yeah. Yep.
It looks like, according to a survey, there are 20 left in the state as of June 8th.
Okay.
Jeez.
Well,
Okay.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. Yeah. Very depressing. Always walking into a Kmart.
The state with the most number of Kmart locations in the U.S. is the U.S. Virgin Islands with 4 stores.
Okay.
Wow.
I can see them still having
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Time moves a little bit slower for them.
I'm not gonna lie. I loved back in the '90s, early 2000s. I loved going to Kmart.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was always a Walmart fan.
They were just cheaper.
Before the super Walmarts or whatever. Just plain Walmart.
Kmart always had the Sega Dreamcast. That's why I liked them.
See, I wasn't old enough to know the difference between like a super Kmart and a Walmart. They were always just all Walmarts or Kmarts. So like, what the fuck was the big deal with that? Was it just bigger?
The Walmart was like literally like 3 times bigger than just a normal Walmart. The supercenters were.
Huh.
And they had a gas station on the outside and a McDonald's on the inside.
Yep. Every
Okay,
one
so-
of them had a McDonald's.
Okay, so those are still around. They just don't differentiate anymore.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, now you have like the super centers and the neighborhood markets.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Yeah.
I would say the neighborhood market's probably closer to what Walmart used to be.
At least the size wise.
Ass.
Yeah.
I remember
They used to not do well, at least the one we had in Florence, I don't remember it doing groceries really as much. Like the regular Walmart before the supercenter. So
Huh.
I
Weird.
can't say I remember much of the groceries either, but it's probably because I spent most of my time in the toys. 'Cause
yup.
Oh,
Our-
and you
Our old Walmart, I remember they had a parrot.
what?
Yeah, I random as shit. They had a parrot.
That sounds sketchy.
That's South Georgia for you.
Yeah. See, I just remember breaking your fucking neck trying to play like the N64 or like the old cabinets that they would put on the top of the fucking thing.
Oh,
So you'd have
Oh,
to like
yeah.
look all the way up like you were like trying to pop your neck.
And the controller, you literally had like what 4 inches of room away from the
Oh yeah.
glass
Oh,
case.
yeah.
Yeah, they were like super close. That's why you were breaking your neck the whole time.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, those were the good old days.
Well, shit. What I've been up to this week, it was my daughter's birthday last week, and that was a ton of fun. It was her first birthday, so I didn't really know what to expect, but we had a decent amount of people come out. And it was nice, and we all had fun. And she got plenty of toys. So we had to go home and kind of reorganize for that. And she did a really good job with her smash cake, and actually she ate a good bit of it once we kind of loosened it up. There was a thick level of like fondant or whatever the fuck it is on the cake. So like even when I tried to press her finger in it, it didn't even go anywhere. But then we had issues with our dishwasher this week and we ended up having to buy a new one. But I like made it a goal of myself to like, I'm going to take this thing apart and do my best to see if I can fix it first. I even like got underneath it and took the pump out and disconnected cords and shit. And tried to clean it that way. And I was like, fuck. So when I put everything back and it didn't work, I was so depressed that I couldn't fix it.
That's also pretty funny because we did as well buy a new dishwasher this past week. So
Yeah. So fuck dishwashers. So TJ, what'd you do this week?
Really, like one thing I got really into too much. I did lose my voice Friday. So coming into this weekend, I was I was very afraid by the time we started recording, I wasn't gonna have a voice.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I spent most of yesterday not talking, and if I talked, it was like whispering and drink a lot, or like a shit ton of hot tea. Like I made sure I was gonna be ready for this episode.
Did you get sick, or did you just like haul all out at some sporting thing?
No. So here's the fun part about it. So I cut my grass either it was Tuesday, Wednesday. It was my backyard. I haven't mowed it in like a month, so it was pretty high, pretty thick. And last time that I cut the grass when it was that high, like the first time I mowed the yard in the this part of the season, like the same thing happened. Like I lost my voice. I guess I have allergies.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, I lost my same thing. Like I lost my voice, and it was actually right before we started doing the podcast. It was when we were deciding which weekend to do, and it was that weekend or the weekend after, and I was like pushing for the weekend after because like I barely had a voice then.
Oh jeez. Yeah, I'm glad that worked out.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently I have grass allergies or some sort of shit.
no, I hear you. Like every time I mow the yard and stuff, I just feel like crap afterwards. Like the sinuses are all filled and pressure build up and everything. It sucks.
Yeah, and I thought I was in the clear because like I cut it Wednesday, I was fine Thursday, and then Friday, like all of a sudden, like I could barely talk. My voice started cracking, sounded like I was hitting puberty all over again.
See, the only problem I have with mowing the lawn is that I'm actually allergic to my own sweat glands. So when they activate, I get really sick and upset and kind of bitchy. So I have someone else cut my grass for me.
That sounds about right. I mean, I'm mainly riding on a riding mower, but I do weed eat and do everything else. But still, I could probably wear a mask. That would probably be more beneficial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm too lazy. Shout out to the nephew Danny. Does a great job cutting my lawn. Fucking
So
sends it.
was it? It wasn't. I don't think it was last year. It was a couple years ago. Uh, I actually had my friend from work. I would have his son cut my grass like for that whole season. I had him cut my grass.
If you
So
can find somebody that doesn't like rob you fucking blind, it's great.
yeah, see, that's the thing. Like looking for people to cut your grass because
Yeah. Like when we first moved into this house, the previous owners took zero care of their lawn at all, to the point where it ended up being like a long time before we actually really cleaned up the yard, and it looks semi okay now. But the first cut we got done, I had to like look out for vendors because I was like, I'm not doing the first cut. It's horrible. Somebody else can do the first cut. I'll do the easier cuts.
yeah.
We ended up paying like $100 to have them cut our grass.
Holy shit,
Yeah,
your yard?
my yard,
Good gosh,
which
that's
my
bad.
yard is like really fucking small.
I said your yard's like half the size of ours and Logan's.
Yeah, if I try, I can have our yard done in 30 minutes, and I don't have a riding lawnmower, so it's just it's small, and the backyard's basically dead grass. So you're not really the only bad part about our backyard is because there's so many rocks and twigs. Like you're just getting shot out the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might need to spend a weekend and help clean your backyard up some, make it a little bit more usable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, There's that damn shed back there that we found the fucking porn in. I really.
Wait, what?
Yeah, her brother was over, and we were cleaning out. So the house has two sheds, kind of. It has one shed that is like an old metal one that the doors don't even work on it, and they used it for storage. And I remember because when we bought the house, it was full, and we went back there and we were like, "No, if we're gonna buy it, you have to clean that out. You're not just gonna leave me with all your shit." And then there's a smaller one that is almost, I don't know. It's like built out of wood, but it's got the siding that a normal house would have and a roof.
Looks more like a playhouse.
Yeah,
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was gonna say.
And it's full of garbage. But her brother came over and we were cleaning the yard, and he went through it, and he was like, "Oh my god!" Like he jokes around a lot, and he's stupid. So he's got these sarcastic ass jokes that are like, "Oh, look at this!" But he reached in, and he was like, "Oh, what's girls gone wild?" And I was like, "Oh, well, fuck off. You're full of shit." And then he was like, "No, dude, look," and put it in my face. I was like, "Oh, that. Why is there porn in this children's shed or children's playhouse in the back of my house? That is so creepy and like pedophile."
Oh my god,
Fuck.
That's crazy.
that's
But I gotta knock that thing down.
Yeah, probably not a bad idea.
Probably.
It doesn't look like it's in the best condition anyway anymore. So
No, God, it was never.
Yeah.
I remember because
did you ever decide what you're going to do with the metal building?
No, I think what I was planning on doing is just filling it with some more, like, the ground isn't level, so we were gonna fill it with like dirt and like level it off and maybe put some of the like faux foam floors or whatever that kind of make it normal. I don't know what those are.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, I just haven't done anything. It's just been storage, so
yeah.
Everybody needs storage.
Yeah,
that's
definitely
true.
And then
that's why I never get a garage, because then you'll just fill it up with shit.
Yeah,
like ours always is.
Then when you think you have enough room, it's still not enough.
No, and then the I used to work in the storage industry, and that shit is the saddest thing in the world, because of how much money people will spend just to keep shit there for years and years and years and never touch it.
That is so true.
Yeah.
I mean, we try and go through and clean out stuff, and then it's just more stuff accumulates back in the garage.
Yeah.
And it's like never ending.
Yep.
And the bigger the house or whatever you get, the more shit you get. Yep, and it all just keeps piling up.
Yeah.
Cycle.
It is. It really is.
Yeah, see, I do not have enough space. My only storage room is like the size of a small bathroom.
Oh, then you have that big stand-up freezer in there too now too. So
yeah, and we
takes away even more.
That shit was so stupid that we got it. we barely even filled up our freezer as it is. And when we had our baby, my wife was like, "Oh, we can get a freezer, and then we can." I think something about you can freeze breast milk or something.
Yeah,
not a thing. And then we ended up not doing the breastfeeding thing, so it was like, okay, well, this is just here, and we're gonna fill it full of fucking Eggos.
I mean, can't go wrong with some Eggos. I'm just saying.
The chocolate chip Eggos are dope.
Stranger Things over there.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't eat them though, can you, TJ? Eggos?
No.
Yeah, they got too much milk. Truthfully, I don't even know what's in an Eggo. I just know that they taste good.
There's got to be milk or something in it.
Yeah, like milk and eggs, I believe.
It's got to have milk, eggs, and flour, of course.
Does waffle? Wait, no, eggs don't go in a waffle.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Am I crazy?
It's not just add water. I mean, come on now.
Just add water. I really did. Yeah.
Nah, man. It's flour, sugar, eggs, milk, butter.
Yeah, there's more to it.
A little bit of vanilla.
There's more to it.
Yeah. That's pretty much a base batter right there for pancakes and waffles.
We're kind of on the topic, so I will touch on this. Fuck pancakes. Waffles are better.
Oh no, man!
Oh
Waffles.
hell no!
You need
Fuck
a crispy
waffles.
motherfucking like the pancake is just like a little flat ass cheek. Like fucking Eggos and waffles, they're crispy on the edges and they're still fluffy in the middle, and they got pockets.
Yeah, they may be flat if you're going to Crackle Barrel, but fuck, if your grandmother's making them, they're fluffy as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Well, my grandparents
Waffles.
didn't live near here, and that's why I grew up not being as close to them. Talk about that now.
I didn't live close to my grandparents either, so
I mean, I did, and pancakes were always the deal, not waffles. But no, my grandparents, they always did pancakes. Well, how about this? My grandparents on my mom's side always did pancakes and stuff. My dad's side, frozen waffles.
my grandmother on my dad's side, she always did pancakes, and then I got a lot closer with her when I was older, so I would always go visit her on Saturdays, and she would always make me pancakes.
See, why is the one meal I can remember from my grandma like fucking saltines and canned tuna? And honestly,
I always hear a lot. I always hear about y'all with the like super dried chicken or whatever.
Is it my family or TJ's?
No, from yours, from your dad's side.
Who had real? Oh yeah, no, that's fair.
Or was it
I
pork
don't think
chops?
I
It was
ever
either
had
chicken
to.
or pork chops. I don't know.
I never had to eat her cooking. But yeah, I know it was supposed to be bad. We just had those fucking pasteles, which are like these little fucking, like, if you know what a tamale is, like a Mexican tamale, it's like that, but it's like somebody ate that and then shit it into the same shape and then folded a banana leaf over it or some shit.
Are you sure you're thinking of the right thing? I thought the pasteles. Oh no, okay, yeah, never mind. Yeah, you're right. It is the turd.
Those things
The
are
banana turd.
They're like
yeah.
pork and fucking bananas and all these different other shits. Yeah,
plantains all ground up into this brown turd-looking mush that they boil then in aluminum foil. In I don't know. It smells disgusting. It tastes disgusting.
God, dude.
Now,
I love it. Like my wife loves it.
Yeah, I don't shit on all Puerto Rican food. That's just one I cannot get down with. There's a lot of really good shit with Puerto Rican food.
Oh hell yeah. The lechon, that's always awesome.
I'll fucking make pastelitos any day. Which, by the way, I am pronouncing this as white as possible because I failed Spanish multiple times.
Pastelitos?
Pass me the bag of pastelitos.
Yeah,
those things. Those are like the fried potato things, correct?
Those are no fuck. Those are reneta papas. The
there we
pastelitos
go,
are like it's an empanada shell. It's basically an empanada, to be quite honest.
Yeah, it's a Puerto Rican empanada.
They put meat and cheese in it and then fry it, so it's an empanada, but we call it something different because
okay.
You mean a hot pocket, right? It's a hot pocket.
No,
no,
that's
better than a hot pocket.
It's oh god, hot pockets only have like 4 flavors now. I went to the store the other day and I was like, I used to be spoiled with my options in hot pockets. Now I have to get ham and cheese or pizza. I don't like either.
What about chicken and broccoli, man?
No, I didn't see any.
Damn.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that the other day and I was like, I've been here. When did I miss this? I don't eat them often.
That's kind of true. It's literally, man. Okay, you have your breakfast ones. That's fine. You have your ham and cheddar, your 4-cheese pizza, your pepperoni pizza, the Philly cheesesteak.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Yeah, and that's it.
And that's it.
I couldn't find shit. It pissed me off. Yeah, there's nothing else.
What happened to the hot
pocket?
There
used to be other good options, right?
They have other ones like the Deli Witch or whatever.
There was like
those are the only options.
Oh, those suck ass.
Wasn't there like that? There was the hamburger and cheese one.
Yeah,
there was like some lit ones.
We're in America. Give me hamburgers and cheese in a small meat package.
Now, okay, on the very last page of their website, they do say there's a steak and cheddar with a crispy, buttery crust,
So
which actually looks pretty good. And then there's a
That's not-
steak nacho one that looks awesome.
I swear there used to be better flavors back in the day.
But yeah, I feel like there was more flavors than this. Like the broccoli chicken and cheese one, that was always a really good one.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Okay.
Wasn't there like a Fiesta one too?
I think so. Which maybe that's what they replaced that steak nacho one with or something. I don't know.
See, I just like the buffalo chicken ones, and I can't find those anymore.
Well,
Not-
their website, there's none of those on their website, so
That's what happens when fucking COVID and corporate America take over.
they get rid of all the good flavored hot pockets.
Don't get me started.
And you tried to take away our fucking Mexican pizza, but Doja Cat stood for the people, and she said, "Bring it back."
And I've yet to have one since it came back.
They're so bad.
They are
Truthfully,
terrible.
the last time
They're
I had one of
terrible.
those was probably 10 years ago.
I remember liking them as a kid. If you get it now, it's just like a crispy bean fart. It's nothing good.
It sucks ass. It smells like ass and tastes like ass.
It's really gross.
yeah. It's fucking awful.
I don't know. Taco Bell just doesn't, it's just not my thing anymore.
Oh,
I mean, they're plain crunchy tacos. I will tear down. Yes. But everything else there, it all tastes the same.
See, they need to see. I would be afraid if I could see like the amount that I've spent on Taco Bell on my app, because anytime I log on, I am every single time I have a free fire tier reward every time, and it's a free
damn.
it's a free larger menu item.
Man,
so
just
I'm
pull that shit up and look and see. Come on.
I
Is your
I
phone
am.
dead?
It's dead. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's dead.
See, all right, y'all guys, you got to follow us so we can afford to buy him a new phone. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it is a large problem. But if you would like to follow us at Nerd Daddies at Twitter.com.
Got a segue right in there. That's great. He's just going to buy more Taco Bells, not a phone.
Yeah,
so,
but every time I get on there, and it's great. Don't get me wrong. When I want to get a lunch and I only spend $2, and I still get fucking cheesy gordita crunch, it's great.
man.
It is. It's probably still the cheapest place to buy food.
For sure.
We just had Taco Bell last night. When I got home from our work, we ordered DoorDash and Taco Bell.
We did too.
That's funny.
I've yet to do any of the DoorDash or Uber Eats for fast food. It's always restaurants. No fast food, though.
We tried to hold off on that because that felt. And sorry, TJ, if you've not thought about this, it feels really fucking sad. I'm not only too lazy to go get good food, I'm too lazy to get bad food.
Yeah.
Well, COVID didn't help on
No, it
didn't
either.
I do remember though when y'all were living in apartments and stuff, and we would be playing games or something at night, and be like, "Man, crystals sounds great," and then you would just yell at your wife, "Hey, you want crystals?" And then she would just go get y'all crystals and stuff. It seemed like every time I played games with y'all,
she was always down to get it, and then they changed the fucking formula for their fries, and now she won't eat there anymore.
Wait, they changed the fries?
Yeah, they did. They're not as good with the chili cheese fries. I will admit that, but by themselves, they actually hold up.
Oh, I think they taste great still. Yeah, no, they're not the same as they were, but they still taste. I guess they're more like Wendy's fries now.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
They're more the natural cut ones now. Where they did for a minute. I don't know if y'all had it recently though, Alex, but they did have those beer battered fries or whatever, and that was their new fry.
Oh, did they get rid of those?
Yeah, now they're more like a natural cut fry now.
Oh no shit! I gotta tell Kirsten.
Yeah.
Kirsten has a very weird thing where she has one item at a restaurant, or I don't want to call crystals a restaurant. She has one item at every slum bucket we go to, and if they change that even in the slightest motherfucking way, we can't eat there anymore. And it's gotten down to the point where I have like 3 restaurants I can go to, and it's really annoying.
Oh man, that sucks.
They
of course,
changed...
for people that don't know what crystals are, it's like a White Castle, but not as good.
Wait,
White Castle.
Are you saying White Castle's better? Or are you saying
that's what I've heard?
Oh yeah, White Castle is so much better than crystals.
That's offensive.
No, it's not.
I've
Go to
never
White
had
Castle.
I've never had White Castle either, so
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if there's anything that you can eat there other than French fries, but even then, I don't know.
Have you guys gone through the syndrome of like and thinking to yourself that Del Taco even holds up to Taco Bell?
oh, Del Taco is better.
Oh, it's just bad.
I say that because they have more like options for me.
Okay, so I don't know that, but their chicken that is real chicken tastes like it should be vegan. It tastes like little bits of cat shit.
I don't know how to take that.
Okay, like the chicken replacements are like they have a certain like I'm chewing on this and it tastes like chicken, but it also feels like rubber shit.
Yeah, there's only so real you can get with it. I understand.
That's what their chicken tastes like.
But see, they have like impossible meat, so I can eat
that's
tacos
fair.
instead of the spicy potato tacos. Like,
yeah. I will say though that Del Taco, the last time I had it, it was a giant letdown.
Yeah,
it really was.
I moved near one, and it was like, oh fuck yeah, we get to eat there all the time. We never get to eat this ever. Like it's a very like where we live, there are no Del Tacos except for in my one small area I live in. So ass. We've gone so much, and it's so bad. They have really good fish tacos and nothing else.
see, I can't attest to anything else, but the fact that they have the impossible meat is.
Well, to be fair, with Taco Bell, you don't know what the fuck you're eating. It's just brown paste from some guy's arm.
And it tastes great.
Yep. I fuck it up.
Even though they are releasing now, like I think they just released it, or they're about to release it, a vegan crunch wrap.
I think they already do. I think it's just a black bean one.
But they have the black bean, but they're actually about to do like their own imitation meat.
Oh, yeah, they should. I mean, fuck.
I mean, might as well join the club. Yeah. At this point, you know.
And they're the easiest restaurant to go to and order from. I can substitute easily.
Hey guys, it's Alex from the Nerd Daddies, and I've got an exciting announcement to share with you. We know you love tuning into the Nerd Daddies podcast every week, but have you ever thought about joining us on Twitter? If not, it's time to jump on board and join our growing community. Our Twitter account is where the magic really happens between our episodes. We're always posting updates, behind-the-scenes content, and engaging in conversations with our amazing listeners. It's the perfect place to stay up to date with all things Nerd Daddies. From exclusive sneak peeks into upcoming episodes to discussions about our favorite nerd culture moments, we've got you covered. Think of our Twitter as a hub for fellow nerds and daddies to come together, share recommendations, and geek out over things we both love. And here's the best part. By joining us on Twitter, you have a direct line to your favorite daddies. You can share thoughts, suggestions, and feedback on the show. We're always looking for new ways to improve and give you guys really just the best Nerd Daddies experience possible. Whether you love comic books, games, or movies, we've got something for everybody on our Twitter feed. So grab your phone or go to your internet browser and search up @NerdDaddies on Twitter. Make sure to follow us. Don't forget to hit that bell so you'll never miss an exciting update from us. Now go ahead and get back to the show, but if I don't see you following us on Twitter, I'll find you.
All right. Well, I will say, at least this upcoming week, what I'm really excited for is the Diablo 4 Battle Pass release is coming out on the 20th, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
But it's the Season of Malignant, I guess is what it's called. But I think that's going to add even more cool content to the Diablo 4 world that I know I'm excited for. I know my wife is. I would assume Alex and his wife are excited as well.
Yeah. I see. I just like how these new games are doing these I know some people hate the seasons and everything that they add for certain games. I think it's cool. It adds a lot to games like this, where normally once you beat it, you're kind of done. You might play another route with a different character. You might play hardcore mode or whatever. But this is like you can keep playing your same. I mean, you do have to remake the character, but you can keep playing that class, and it's a totally different experience every 3 months.
Oh, I agree. And it's not like it's that much. I think it's what, like $10 or something?
Yeah,
Or is it a little bit more
and
than
it's
that,
cool because
maybe?
it's all cosmetic too. So you don't have to spend the money to get the season content. They just give you free fucking content.
Yeah, I'm fine with the season stuff as well.
Yeah, I mean, it just adds good content. And to me, it's better than DLCs because DLCs usually ended up costing you a lot more. And I don't feel like you got as much out of it, especially like when it came to like the Call of Duty shit, which I hate that game altogether at this point in time. But
Yeah, the newer stuff's really not good. I mean, DLCs I'm fine with as long as you're giving enough to me for it. Like, I think at this point in time, we've gotten past the point of like Call of Duty's old map packs to actually stay updated and on that. I think it was like $60 for all 4 map packs. Like, that's not a DLC. Don't give me that as a DLC. If you're gonna give me a DLC, it needs to be like a substantial amount of time I can spend and a whole like almost like a whole new experience. Kind of like Final Fantasy VII did a remake, and their DLC was an entirely new story off of the backstory of Yuffie and like some of the people in the I think the Wano is what they're called, and that was almost an entirely new game.
what my thing is too is when did it go from expansions to DLCs? Which I mean, expansions are. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. They're
Yeah.
just renaming it. But
Yeah.
like in this case, like so when Diablo 2 came out, great base game, still was missing a lot of stuff. Then they came out with the Lord of Destruction expansion pack, and it just made the game 10 times better. And of course, they left it at that and kept doing just patching and all that kind of stuff. But like to me, that's like the best progression of a base game with an expansion that just worked out great. And I don't know what it is, but yes, Blizzard does a good job with that for the most part. Not Activision, Blizzard.
My whole problem with DLCs is like it's like they have like you could have the whole game, pay for the whole game, but instead they break it up into pieces. They give you a piece of the game and then they come back at you like, "Oh, you pay this much more, we'll give you more to the game," instead of like just giving you the whole game up front and then adding to the story or adding to the flavor of the story or whatever it may be.
Yeah, no, I can agree. I don't like give me the full game when you give it out. If you're thinking of the game as here's the whole game, now I'm going to slice it into 3 pieces for you, I have a huge problem with that. If you're thinking of the game of like the Pokemon games have been doing this really well. They give you a full game like they would in like the Red and Blue days, but then they're like, "Oh, as an add-on, here's this new region you can go to with its own separate story and its own separate, Pokemon." I like that. That's fine to me.
Yeah, I'm fine with that because it feels like what they're doing is instead of giving you the whole burger, they're giving you pieces of the burger, like one at a time instead of all at once. And with like inspection packs or seasons or however you want to call it, they give you the burger and then they add the fries or add the shake or
Yeah.
whatever it may be.
No, I agree with that. I don't know that we'll see how the Diablo 4 season pass plays out and stuff. But like, I mean, I do the battle pass for Valorant. I do that every time it comes out. I mean, it's $10 and I get a bunch of cool little skins for guns and stuff to play with. I mean, if I played Overwatch more, I would definitely get that, but I don't play it enough anymore to really warrant getting it right now.
No,
Um,
I played heavily in the first couple seasons and fell off. But the cosmetic stuff, like I just when we got into Valorant, I did not realize how much those skins could go for. And the CS:GO ones, I think, are even worse because you can sell them for like actual money.
oh god, yeah, the CS:GO ones get really expensive, like legit real money expensive. So, but even the Valorant ones, like the gun skins, the whole packs can cost like $100, $120 sometimes.
Yeah,
They get up there pretty quick. It's kind of crazy.
It's
And
absolutely ridiculous.
it's crazy how quick people will just go buy them.
Yeah.
And they're like 15-year-old kids or 16-year-old
Oh,
kids
yeah.
out there doing nothing but playing Valorant when they're not in school or something,
And their mom and dad's money.
Oh yeah, and they're just blowing it on Overwatch or Valorant skins and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty insane.
Yeah, see, I went to private school, so I had a kid who, like, my parents, at least from the time I was 16, were like, okay, you can work, you can get your own money, you can do your own thing. And then that's how it's kind of been for everything. Like, I'll buy my own games and everything. Obviously, there's, holidays and stuff like that. But he would, everybody would give him iTunes cards because he didn't play video games. He didn't like sports. He really didn't do anything. I don't know how we were friends. But nice kid. But he would use the iTunes cards and just invest everything. He only played one game, and it was Clash of Clans, and he literally spent like over $400-$500 on the game.
Holy shit!
How in the world can you even do that on that?
Yeah,
Damn.
That's insane right there. That really is.
I forgot all about that game.
it's still like around, and people still play it. It was fun when I played it, but then it got to the point where I was like, oh, I'm worse. And it was like a Farmville game, so it was like, oh, you can upgrade this, but it'll take 3 days. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, fuck, what am I doing?
Yeah, I did play Clash of Clans for a long time.
It was fun.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Played it for a long time.
Yeah, I've recently gotten back into the playing Diablo Immortals again. So
It's fun.
I've been looking at. There's like a couple of Lord of the Rings mobile games I've been looking at trying to play.
see, I've tried getting into those, and they are. I want to just because it's Lord of the Rings, but it's just another reskinned game that's like all the other millions that are out there, and it's just their money sucks. If you want to spend money, that's how you get better is you spend money. It's a pay to win type of thing
The
again.
stupid gotcha games.
Speaking of DLCs, Mario Kart 8 just released the Wave 5 of their DLC pass.
Was that just recently?
Yeah, like literally, I think it was Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Like I hopped on and like to play, and I had an update. So it was like earlier this week.
Okay, then yeah, me and my wife did play on the new board, the new tracks or whatever. Then so yeah, but see, I want the last three because those are the cooler tracks. I'm thinking, or at least I'm hoping, those are the cool tracks that come in. So
We won't know till the end of the year.
I know they take forever.
See, and that's one of those things, like the Mario Kart thing. It's dope as shit that they're releasing those, but it feels like Grand Theft Auto 5 to me, where it's like, this game's been out long enough, and we've had it on, what, 3 systems?
Two.
2 systems? 2 systems?
Yeah.
Like, it feels like at this point, give us a new one. Like,
I agree. But also, like, I felt like they've done a great job with this.
oh, yeah.
I know I just downplayed the whole DLC thing, but I feel like they've done a great job of like keeping the excitement alive with this game, and they've made an effort to like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess with Mario Kart though, I just don't know what else can you really do to make it different than the past Mario Kart.
Yeah,
I mean,
See,
it's Mario Kart.
Yeah.
that
The
might be
tracks and the customization is what you really like.
Yeah.
That might be the
So-
problem too. They just like from here, where do we go?
Ran out of ideas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I
because
mean,
Double Dash was dope, but like, I mean, this
Oh.
one's just, I can turn upside down. Ooh.
I do love Double Dash. Double Dash was
Double Dash is great.
Yes, it's not talked about enough.
It's my favorite Mario Kart game, like by far.
I would have to agree with you, Alex.
It's really good. Really good tracks. The mechanics pretty cool.
So funny thing, like we're talking about the DLC, like the new wave or Mario Kart DLC. Like for the longest time, I put off on buying it. Like I was like, nah. But then finally, I just broke down because our niece was up here a couple weeks ago, and she has it on hers, and we played on hers a couple of times. I was like, you know what? I guess it's about time to upgrade. And it happened to be right around when the new wave
Yeah.
came out.
See, and I think like one of the worst games that does DLC is Destiny. It is horrible. They will release a $60 game and then over the next year they'll release 3 different DLCs that each cost like $50 and they don't add enough content. Like I think I bought it on 2 different systems and all the DLCs like back in the day, and I probably spent like $300 on both.
Oh shit, dude!
And that's not even getting any like microtransactions.
That's how they.
Damn. Yeah, that's how they get you. Yep. I don't know. I would say like another favorite one of mine is the Red Dead Redemption, the Undead one. That I feel like that was an awesome DLC that they had for that. It was almost like a separate game, truthfully, but I don't know. You throw zombies into Red Dead Redemption world. It's just fun.
Yeah, that was almost like a whole separate game, like you were saying.
Yeah,
It really felt like it. Yeah.
I think I had it on the PS4.
It was PS3 for me.
It might have been PS. I can't remember. Those two systems blend in together for me.
They really do. Of course, PS3 was the latest PlayStation I even had, so I pretty much full blown PC after that. So yeah, I don't know if I could come to buy like another a next gen console at this point.
Hey, you got the Switch. It kind of counts.
Well, yeah. Yes and no.
Count.
Yeah,
that counts. That counts.
Yeah, and that's really just because. There's a lot of. It's Nintendo. There's a lot of party games and stuff like that.
Nintendo's completely different to me. It's not even like it's in the console race, but it's also like it has so many good exclusives that aren't on anything else, and like the ease of access of it's great. So.
Yep, exactly.
It's in its own category.
Although, you see? Sorry.
To me, Nintendo equals nostalgia.
Yeah. Although, did you see that they were doing the same thing with the PlayStation 5 now with the Switch? They have like a screen and controllers on it that they're going to be selling and doing an entirely different like accessory for.
So like another like Steam Deck kind of thing, but PlayStation branded?
Yep.
Really? Huh. Is it just going to be another PSP type thing? The new Q handheld 8-inch streaming console thing. Yeah. Huh.
Oh, yeah. That looks like a Switch with PS5 controller.
Yep.
That looks.
But it really needs to be cheap because you have to have a PlayStation 5 to play it.
So it just streams to it, kind of like the PlayStation Portable or whatever it was, the latest PlayStation.
Yeah. Yep.
You can do that on your phone though, right? Like you can play from your phone.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if they're using this as like because phones can like the good phones can be like $1,000 these days. I wonder if they're just going to use this as like, oh, you can't do that, so here's this.
I think they're a little late to the game because one, you have the Switch, but then the Steam Deck came out, and then Asus came out with theirs, and now there's like 50 other million companies that have came out with their handheld mini PCs.
Yeah,
I think PlayStation took way too long then at this point.
That's fair. But at least Xbox isn't even yeah.
Xbox has never had a handheld.
No,
they don't need to because they have the Xbox Game Pass.
Which is on PC.
Yeah, they have the Game Pass now,
so you can play it on any device essentially.
Even the PC like engine for it or the software for it, horrible, absolutely terrible, the laggiest shit you will ever use.
I've heard that.
Yeah. Speaking of Game Pass, though, I wonder if now that essentially Microsoft can go and buy Activision, I wonder if that's really going to get through now and that's really going to happen. I wonder what's going to want to change with that company and stuff.
I don't know what they pay some of these companies to get on Game Pass, but I've heard it's not enough usually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We could see more games coming to Game Pass, though, especially if the Activision libraries put on it. So,
oh yeah,
because that also includes Blizzard. So,
But is Blizzard and Activision separate though, right?
Technically, Activision owns Blizzard.
Or okay, they've just recently bought Blizzard, right? Or some shit like
It's
that.
been like, hasn't it been like 3 or 4 years, if not longer? The
think so.
Activision bought Blizzard. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Well,
Yeah.
there was a game on Game Pass called Hi-Fi Rush, and it was massive. Like everybody was playing it, everybody was streaming it. It was to the point where I was like, I don't know what this game is, but I want to play it because people are talking about it so much. And the developer of that game came out and straight up said, "Yeah, we didn't get enough attention for this. We didn't get enough people to buy this in the first like couple weeks, so we can't promise anything further with this series or like DLC or anything." And it was on Game Pass, and that's why people were playing the shit out of it.
The Netflix effect.
It is, yeah. Of course, we've actually had to get our own Netflix account now because I'm not going to go through the hassle of like taking my device and logging in at somebody else's house just to re-up for 30 days.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
They just started that, didn't they?
Yup. Because we were actually that's funny because we were actually using Alex's parents' Netflix account.
What's funny? I'm still using that account. Fine.
we can't. Yeah, it said you've got like 2 days left to
Oh shit.
Update the location of this device.
Is any other company doing that, or is it really just Netflix?
There was another company that was about to start doing it.
Hulu halfway does it, but you can kind of fake it into saying a device is just a mobile device, and it just doesn't check back in anymore at that point. And then I don't know if it's Paramount or one of those. They do that. They do the same thing that Netflix is doing.
It was Paramount or Peacock, one of those.
Yeah, one of those.
Just like hot take, Netflix, you're not good enough to do this yet. Like you were the first, and that's cool. Nobody watches you anymore.
Even their original content is slowing down on how good it is. Even like The Witcher season 3 just came out, and so far it's great.
No spoilers.
But I mean, we all know Henry Cavill's leaving after this season and stuff, and I really don't know how that's going to take with a new person coming in. So, but I would say that's about the only series on Netflix that I'm watching right now that's even worth it.
Oh, I think everything else has ended.
Was Last of Us not?
That was HBO.
Yeah. See, no, nothing then.
Yeah.
Stranger Things.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that is true. That is true. They do have that. But I mean, when did Stranger Things end last season? Was it the end of last year, or was it later than that?
Yeah,
it was last summer, and then it's not till
dying for season 5
next year, right?
I think so.
Dang, so we have to wait long, like over a year and a half.
Well,
for
not
a new
to mention
season?
if the writer's strike has fucked anything up too.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Oh, there's been another writer's strike. See, I guess I'm out of the loop on that.
They stopped development on the Deadpool 3 movie. They've halted that for now too.
Yeah, there's like everything's being halted right now, and then actors are now going on strike as well.
Damn, that's insane. I'm gonna have to look into more of that.
Yeah, that's what I was going into with the Netflix thing. A lot of it's over Netflix is because like in AI, it's like Netflix and AI, all ties into it.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, Netflix is only killing itself. So I mean, just how it is.
You're not as unique as you once were, and like the programming you're putting out is still good, but like don't flop a big dick out on the table if you ain't ready for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I still remember when they did the DVDs in the mail.
Dude, I thought that was the coolest thing in the world too. It was so cool. And I remember just working at Blockbuster and people trying to return Netflix discs to Blockbuster as well. That was always great.
Did they really?
Oh yeah.
Holy shit! Like what would you even say? Like what did they say?
A lot of times it was like the night drop box kind of deal or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then of course you always had regulars at Blockbuster too that had like the Blockbuster like monthly pass thing. but they also had Netflix as well. So while they're waiting for their Netflix DVDs to come in, they would go use their Blockbuster Pass to get newer DVDs, and they would just like alternate. These are older people, of course, that are retired and
Yeah,
I was
watch
saying,
movies for nothing. Yeah.
it's weird as fuck that used to be reality. That you used to have like physical copies of everything.
Yup. Now it's all digital and streaming.
which I'm still kind of weird. I kind of like having physical copies of certain things.
Yeah, I do too, especially of like shows, not nearly shows, but movies specifically.
Yeah, especially
So
like my favorite movies and then books.
yeah, books. I do like to have books, even though I don't really read books anymore. I'm pretty much audiobooks, but I'm too lazy for real reading books anymore. So,
Yeah,
but
that's the
I
one
do
thing
like
that has a
having books.
difference for me. Is like it feels like you need to have the physical books. Like my wife and I went through all our DVDs at one point and realized, like, have we ever taken any of these out to ever watch them? And so we sold them all.
Yeah, like I have like the Lord of the Rings collection, the Hobbit collection,
Must
the
have.
Studio Ghibli collection.
Yep.
I've got a shit ton of Gundam series and stuff like that. Mainly because those are hard to find anyway. Even if you do try and find them on the internet, sometimes they're hard, or you have to pay for a subscription to watch them. And
Yeah.
sometimes, and I don't want to pay for like Crunchyroll or Funimation because I don't watch enough of their stuff to begin with. Because a
Yeah.
lot of that stuff I can watch for free on like Hulu or something, or even Netflix. So
Yeah. Which Hulu has a pretty good like selection of anime.
oh yeah,
Between that and Max, you can get a decent amount.
yeah, you really can. And then there's other ways to watch it too that we all do, or at least I know I do. That's not such a paid way, but anyway, you can always find stuff on YouTube.
Shit, you guys want to get into favorites of the week?
Well, I guess I can start then. And of course, other than Prime Day deals and all that stuff, Steam sale, I did end up finally buying the Starship Trooper Extermination game. Um, and that game ended up being well worth the $13 that I spent on it. Instead of I think regularly like $40 or $30, something like that. Um, Definitely brought the nostalgia back from the like watching the original Starship Troopers movie, not for the nude scenes, but for the actual killing of the bugs. Just saying.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the same reason I watch Game of Thrones.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
watched
any
Learn
other
for the
older HBO
dialogue.
movie. Yeah. And then of course playing Devour. That was a good find by Alex. I thought that game was great. Well worth $3.
So my favorite of the week would have to be my daughter's birthday. I think that's pretty obvious. It's a really fun time having everybody there, and really, it's just crazy that she's already like a year old. So it's really bizarre that I've been a dad for over a year now, and it's bizarre that I wasn't a dad at one point. So awesome. It's been awesome. So
It is fun. And time will fly even faster now.
10 times faster.
It
Yep.
really does.
Yep. Prepare yourself to look back and say, where's the time gone?
Well, it's funny because like we were looking today, it's like our oldest is 5. Yeah, holy shit, yeah, 5, and she's like already halfway as tall as my wife, if not. I mean, she's gonna be taller than my wife, I bet. So
Shout out to
that'll be
Logan's wife,
interesting.
the short soldier.
Yeah, 5'1".
Well, shit. I would have to say my favorite of the week, other than my Prime Day buy. Uh, I was able to find the monster manual for D&D for $18, which is a fucking steal. That was like one of the last core books I needed for D&D. I would have to say favorite of the week would be today, just relaxing, sitting up our little kiddie pool outside all day, just soaking up the sun and splashing in the water.
It's always fun. We ran through the sprinkler for like 15 minutes, and the kids were like, "Nah, we're done." I was like, "Okay, great."
That sucks when you set it up and everything too.
I know, yeah. I'm like, that took as long to set it up and get it all ready for you, just for you to be like, "Now we're done."
Yeah,
Like, geez, okay.
that's the worst part.
And then, of course, I did find another giant zucchini that I missed in the garden. So it was as big as my forearm. So I'm like, well, crap. Let that one grow too long. So
that caught me the fuck off guard. Of course, I found another giant zucchini in my yard.
Big as my forearm.
Yes, we do have a garden. So we will have a ton of tomatoes soon, which will be awesome.
Well, geez. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining on this episode of the Nerd Daddies podcast. Before we get going, my other daddies and I have something we need to ask you.
If you enjoyed this episode, we ask you to take a moment to rate and review us on your preferred podcast platform. Your feedback is incredibly valuable and helps us to know what you like and what you don't. We can cater our content for you.
And also make sure to follow us up on Twitter. Being part of our community, you'll also gain, some cool new content, possibly. We'll see. We're still working on some of that stuff. Definitely got to get some more behind the scenes stuff. We need to start getting that stuff more on the website, and updates about more upcoming episodes. It's also another great way to stay connected and engaged, and some good, meaningful conversation with some other fellow listeners here.
You also need to check out our website at nerddaddies.com. Logan's done a lot of work like making that look awesome for us. And we're really, really excited and proud of it. And we've got some blog posts on there, as well as we do have merchandise on there. So you're welcome to purchase your favorite Nerd Daddy shirt, rock out with it at church, rock out with it at your favorite soup kitchen, rock out with it at the nerdiest fucking thing you can do, play some cards with some people, and they say, "Where'd you get your shirt?" And you're like, nerddaddies.com. But thanks so much, guys. We'll see you next time.
Peace out, guys.
Bye.